Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia and this is a quick and dirty weekly tarot forecast. As always, I have used the complete Rider Waite Deck and I have asked 3 questions. What is the main topic of the week? What are the main risks and potentials? So where do we have to pay attention? And how can we make the best out of it? So let's get started. Okay, the main energy of the week is signified by number 12, the Hanged Man, and the 4 of Coins. And this is a very, very interesting pairing because what you can see here in both cards is a kind of a restricted position. Both figures are kind of stuck in their position, unable to move on. And they are restricted either by external factors or by internal factors. And this way they are really unable to move on, unable to take the next step on their journey, because either they are clinging on to things that don't serve them anymore, or because they are literally hooked on of something. So what I can say is that this week is going to be really about feeling stuck here and there, and not really being able to move on, even if we know that change should be necessary. And it is also going to be very much about leaving the comfort zone, right? Because these two figures are also kind of, let's say, safe and secure, because they are kind of in a protected position, but still they are not really happy again, because they just can't move on, and their position blocks them from embracing the new. Okay, yeah, one more thing here. In order to get out of this state of mind, what is going to be necessary is really reviewing our values or ideas or way of seeing the world, because in order to get out of this comfort zone, in order to embrace change, we have to release the old stuff that doesn't really serve us anymore, right? Okay, so this is the main topic of the week. In the second column, that gives us answer to the question, what are the risks and potentials? We find the Chariot and the 2 of Pentacles. And this is very, very interesting because last week we had the same cards here. The only difference was that last week the 2 of Coins was in a reverse position. But now we have them both upright, and this signifies a very, very big opportunity, which is actually about, about controlling and balancing the different opposite forces within us, right? So what we see here, we have different driving forces that want to take us into different directions, and in order to make the best out of them, what we need is a balance of these energies, right? And this is going to be a really great opportunity for us to overcome these opposing forces, to embrace them and to control them in a way that helps us to turn them into not destructive forces into productive and creating forces, and by balancing this energy, embracing change, right? So this message is really beautiful, and this is a really, really great opportunity for us. And now here comes the question, how are we going to do it? And what came up here is really beautiful, because what we have here is number 8, the Strength. And I find it super interesting because this comes in the major arcana right after the Chariot. And the Strength talks about embracing those forces within. It is really about checking those forces, seeing them, not blocking them, not refusing them, but really seeing them as they are, and by taking a kind, loving, and compassionate approach to them, being able to take control over them, right? So it is really about not using any kind of violence or external force, but it is about approaching them with self-love, with self-compassion, and with a lot of understanding. And this is what is going to help us to tame those beasts within, right? And this way, from sometimes even destructive or aggressive impulses, turning them into very powerful creative forces that can drive us on our journey. The other card here in this column is the 9 of Coins, and this card reinforces beautifully the message of the Strength card, because it is also about creating a safe space for embracing what is there, for seeing the value, and it's also about self-esteem, self-love, and compassion. So again, these both cards tell us that the best way of managing those very, very strong impulses is, again, to take a loving, gentle, kind, and compassionate approach, because this way we are going to be able to balance those forces and embrace change. Okay, last but not least, I would like to show you the whole constellation, because there are some other very interesting things here. Let me see how I can show this. Okay, so here is how it looks again. So the first thing that I would like to mention here is that here in the under row we have only coins, and coins are always about values. It can be internal values or material values, and coins are also all about work, business, money, physical stuff, also body and health. And this tells me that all that we are talking here, right now, is going to be happen first and foremost on this level, right? So this is a good idea to pay attention to these areas. This is one thing. The other thing I would like to show you are these two cards. I love this so much because what we see here is that, again, the 4 of Coins reflects a pretty restricted position when we are clinging on so much on all things that we are literally unable to move on. But we have here the potential of embracing change. And in order to be able to do so, what we need to do is release some of the old stuff, right? Whatever it may be. And in case we manage to do so, we can leave the old ballast behind, and we are going to be able to move freely again and to embrace change and put the energy into motion again. And these two together are reinforcing each other in a wonderful way. And if I put here also the Hanged Man, this is also another beautiful confirmation to this message, because again, it is also about releasing the old and taking new perspective from a different angle to things, and leaving things behind that don't serve us anymore. The other interesting correspondence that I would like to show you is the symbol of infinity, what we have here 2 times. So first we have here on the 2 of Pentacles, and we also have here on the Strength card, right? And this tells me again that balancing the forces is a very, very important thing this week, and accepting And embracing change as the only constant thing in life is also going to be a very, very important topic and a crucial factor in success. Okay. Last but not least, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that all on these cards we have only one figure. So each of them has only one human. We have some sphinxes here, we have a Leo, and here also a bird. But as for humans, we see only one person on each card. And this tells me that the next week, this week is going to be really about personal work, right? So it's not about turning outwards, and it's not about external influences, but it is about, first and foremost, about internal processes, personal work. And I would suggest, if I may, that you focus on yourselves, right? So everyone has to deal with his own restrictions. Everyone has to deal with his own blockages. And everyone has to tame his or her own beasts, right? So it's not something that we can expect from others to do, but we have to first do the work ourselves, right? This is a very important thing. And actually, this is also a very powerful message, because things are always going to change, by the way, when we change something inside. So yeah, I think this is a really lovely message and a love ending and a really cool ending word. So yeah, this is for this week. I hope that you have liked it. I hope that it was helpful. If so, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. I wish you good luck with taming your beasts and embracing the change that you need. Yeah, have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next week. Ciao.